Coming up on the April 4th edition of the Met Report.
Find out what the outcome of the men's basketball team was while in the Elite Eight in Evansville, Indiana.
Do you have a sweet tooth? Find out where there's an endless variety of donuts.
All this and more on the Met Report.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Met Report. I'm Erica Lloyd.
And I'm Erik Gallion. Fall registration opens for everyone this Saturday. Counselors are ready to help students at the Academic Advising Center. Classes fill up fast. Visit ConnectU to find out if you have any holds that may prevent you from registering.
Earlier this year, the VA hospital ran out of clothing to give to homeless veterans. The Met Report found some students on campus that started a donation project to fix the problem.
When the VA hospital ran out of clothes to give to homeless veterans last December, the Veterans Leader Corps at Auraria saw a challenge they could tackle. They got the word out to students about the Clothes for Courage project. The Corps encouraged students to donate any unused clothing. They teamed up with Peace Jam and welcomed 44 high schoolers from across the state to help sort out the big pile at Regis University in Denver.
They had no idea that they were going to be doing this particular project, and when we had a sign-up sheet for them to pick individual projects, automatically like 30 or 40 kids signed up.
Retired Master Sergeant Mike Gerber has been volunteering ever since he could remember.
I've always been a volunteer through my whole life. I've helped with doing many projects when I was with FEMA in North Dakota and helping with different organizations in Denver, like the Salvation Army and things like that.
The results were a success. They were voted the second best service learning project that Peace Jam offered. In Denver, this is Erik Gallion, the Met Report.
The VA says they're always in need of donations. The Veterans Leader Corps plans to have another clothing drive this fall.
The Institute for Women's Studies and Services is offering an Equal Pay Day workshop at the Golda Meir House next Tuesday. The workshop includes negotiation training for fair wages. Women entering the job market are encouraged to attend. Contact the Institute for Women's Studies for more information.
AHEC is improving campus with the revenue coming from parking fees. Crews installed new lights and emergency telephones at the library and the Colfax light rail station. These upgrades help students from getting robbed or assaulted. AHEC has also built smart classrooms and ventilation systems. Crews are currently building a parking garage across from Auraria West light rail station, and it opens this summer.
The aquatic play Metamorphosis is making a big splash on campus. The production is a story about Greek mythology that depicts famous fables and myths. The highlight of this play is its full-size swimming pool that the performers actually use during the production. The show opens next Friday at the King Center. It runs every weekend until April 20th. Tickets are free for Metro students with a valid student ID.
The Student Government Assembly is holding the 2014 spring election for next year's student body president. Students had the chance to attend the debates on Wednesday. Candidates discussed lowering student fees, increasing accessibility to the disabled, and health plan policies. Students can vote for their favorite candidate April 6th through ConnectU. They can also attend on-campus elections April 8th through the 10th.
Auraria campus recently hosted a diversity career event. Melanie Townsend shows us how students made connections while improving their social skills.
The Educational Opportunity Programs of CEU created a tri-institutional networking event for undergrads and graduate students looking to obtain jobs for the future. Representatives from organizations such as DIA, Xcel Energy, Kaiser Permanente, and Wells Fargo were there to help make connections with people who are looking for various job markets. The goals of this special event were to encourage students to pursue their job interests, as well as instill the importance of culture and diversity. And above all, it was meant to inspire those students. People who attended were able to witness motivational speeches from a panel of diverse speakers that discussed how people of certain ethnicities should never be discouraged from achieving certain career paths.
Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't. In fact, if somebody does tell you you can't, take that as fuel to fuel you to get to actually succeed.
They were also treated with moving speeches from Judge Carrie Hata and Mayor Michael B. Hancock.
Denver will thrive. Denver will be the great next global city of this United States because of students like you, whose shoulders I will get to sit on and retire on, enjoy my Mai Tai on, because you're opening doors around the world and creating opportunities for the rest of us here at home.
A good dose of cultural collaboration, community involvement, and determination can pave the way to a successful future. For the Met Report, I'm Melanie Townsend.
Auraria campus students can learn more about career workshops and events like this by visiting MSU Denver events calendar.
Diversity is a hot topic that involves everyone. Auraria campus holds a diversity summit next Thursday. Civil rights have gone a long way, but many people are still victims of discrimination at work. Examples include age, ethnicity, religion, immigration, gender, or sexual orientation. The Auraria Higher Education Diversity Summit will address those issues. The event takes place April 10th at the Tivoli from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It features workshops and speakers talking about equality in the workplace. Visit aurariaevents.wix.com/HEDS to reserve a spot.
The Student Health Center is giving students a chance to win cash. Students can win $2,500 by reading the emails that the Health Center sends out every week. This week's email features tips on job interviews and financial aid. Students must give feedback on the articles to qualify for the prize money.
An alumnus of MSU Denver shows the Met Report how his passion for art has helped him achieve his longtime goal. Ryan Rice opened the doors to his new art space at 4424 Tennyson Street in Denver. It is a half studio, half gallery that featured several of his pun-based paintings. The art draws visitors with their vivid colors, and each painting has a humorous underlying meaning. Rice spends most of his time in the gallery creating new paintings to please art fans.
I'm just trying a bunch of different things right now just to get my name out there. Just kind of went from the puns paintings, which I'm kind of known for, to doing kind of more pop culture type stuff.
Well, I think I want to do a little painting of my own this summer.
I would love to see that. You should bring them in.
I hope you like Marvel. Well, after the break, find out what students are doing for Rocky's opening day.
And there might be a new alcohol ban in one of Denver's local parks.
Right now we're sitting at 48 degrees. Stick around, I'll let you know just how warm we're going to get next week.
And it's been 12 years since the men's basketball team climbed to the top of the Division II mountain. Can they break their drought? I'll let you know when we come back.
That report is brought to you today in part by Health Center at Auraria, a proud sponsor of the Healthy Pursuits program. Healthy Pursuits brings Zumba, belly dancing, Nia, Pilates, and yoga classes to Auraria for free as part of tuition and fees. Classes are offered Monday through Friday, and you can find the full schedule on the Wellness channel in ConnectU or on the Health Center website at tinyurl.com/healthypursuits. Also, real-time updates are on Twitter at BeWellAuraria, and news and events are on Facebook at Health Center at Auraria.
Welcome back. A potential ban on all alcohol consumption in Washington Park will be up for a public debate next Wednesday. The amount of alcohol consumption has increased since last summer. Wash Park currently permits 3.2 beer in plastic cups or cans. Glass and all alcohol of higher octane is banned. Parkgoers may be fined if caught drinking illegally. Denver's Parks and Recreation Department meets next week to consider pursuing the efforts to ban alcohol.
The unique and popular Voodoo Donuts shop based out of Portland, Oregon, now calls Denver home. The Met Report finds out what's so intriguing about this pastry shop.
To treat yourself after a late night study session, the new Voodoo Donuts on Colfax is your destination donut shop that will leave you craving another bite.
So in Portland, it's kind of similar to here as far as there's like a college community, there's a business community, there's a bar crowd, and Colfax is a weird street just like Burnside is. Yeah, we have everything comes here. Everyone, families, college students, drunks, everyone. We are 24 hours. We're busy all the time, except for like 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. It might slow down a little bit, so there's really no reason for us to close.
This mysterious and delicious new shop is perfect for students. It's just down Colfax from campus, and it's open 24 hours, so you can grab a bite anytime.
Then we've got the Captain Crunch roll, which it looks like Captain Crunch all berries or half berries, whatever it is. And then we've got, yes. So this is the Captain Crunch. This is the blunt for Denver, you know, because if you're gonna come to Voodoo's in Denver, you gotta get the blunt.
Voodoo Donuts is well known for its unique and interesting choices in donut toppings. You can get anything from Fruit Loops to bacon, which, believe it or not, is a bestseller.
My personal favorite donut is the Raspberry Romeo. It's just a simple raspberry glazed donut that doesn't have too much filling, and it's just awesome.
My personal favorite donut is definitely the buttermilk bar. Just classic, original, delicious.
So if you happen to pass by this unique Voodoo shop, stop in. It may even give your taste buds an enjoyable curse they'll never forget. For the Met Report, I'm Josh Cozart.
And I'm Erica Lloyd. For all you online shoppers, Bitcoin might be the new thing for making purchases with a web-based currency.
If you would have invested $100 in Bitcoins in 2009, that investment would be worth more than $20,000 today. Innovative programming and good marketing has made Bitcoin the first widely recognized cryptocurrency.
Overstock has been accepting it for a little while now. They just hit $1 million worth of transactions in Bitcoin, and they're averaging somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 in transactions with Bitcoin a day.
There are many benefits to cryptocurrency other than minimizing inefficiencies, including cheaper processing costs.
A lot of businesses like Overstock are concerned with the transaction fees associated with processing transactions, and so if you can process these transactions more cheaply, then that's going to enable a greater amount of trade.
With people being very upset about the current banking system, cryptocurrency could be the next big thing.
Kind of skeptical in the long run success of Bitcoin, but I think that this idea of processing payments in a decentralized way really could be a game changer for payment systems more broadly. To some extent, the future is unknown and unknowable, but I think it's on the horizon, yeah.
The group People for Bikes has chosen Denver as one of 6 cities to become part of their Green Lane project. The project is a 2-year effort to create protected bike lanes around the country. Denver begins construction on its first protected bike lane this spring on 15th Street in downtown. The project includes a curb and vertical barriers to separate bicycles from cars. The Green Lane project plans to boost the city's goal to increase ridership among commuters in the metro area. Atlanta, Boston, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, and Seattle were also chosen for this project.
A Fort Hood soldier killed 3 people and wounded 16 others before taking his own life on Wednesday. This was the same base that was the scene of the worst attack on a U.S. military base 5 years ago. The suspected shooter is Specialist Ivan Lopez. Lopez used a .45 caliber semi-automatic weapon. He was undergoing psychiatric treatment to determine if he had post-traumatic stress disorder. Lieutenant General Mark Milley explains how the attack was played out.
It is believed that he walked into one of the unit buildings, opened fire, got into a vehicle, fired from a vehicle, got out of the vehicle, walked into another building, and opened fire again, and then was engaged by local law enforcement here at Fort Hood.
The Colorado Rockies home opener starts at 2:10 today. A new season brings a new look on and off the field. New players and a new deck in the stands will be sure to bring the fans out.
After a heartbreaking season last year, Colorado Rockies baseball is back. The boys this summer are geared up and they've already started their season. The home opener is this Friday in Lower Downtown. We decided to ask folks what they thought about Rockies baseball and how they are preparing for the season.
I just like going to watch the Rockies, going to be at the ballpark. I mean, I am a baseball player, so that's my life. I like being in the atmosphere, the hot dogs.
I've been watching the Rockies since they were invented in Denver. So I was there opening day the first year.
I'm not the biggest Rockies fan, but you kind of have to be when you live in Denver. I'll catch a couple games this season, definitely for the beer and the hot dogs.
I know I'm excited. I grew up playing the game, so I can't wait for Rockies baseball season. How do you feel about that, Caitlin?
Well, Kiwi, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really watch that much baseball, but I've been to a few Rockies games, and it's so much fun. I go for the beer, for the food. It's a great time with friends.
That's good enough for me. For the Met Report, I'm Kiwi Brockington, and with Caitlin Dougherty.
Go Rockies!
Well, I am so excited to watch the Rockies play this year. I love baseball.
I tried to get tickets and they sold out really quick.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Too bad. We could have gone after the show.
I know. I wish.
Well, now on to weather. Here is Stephen Call with this week's forecast. Is it going to be nice for opening day, Stephen?
Right now, the Rockies game's shaping out to look pretty nice. We got highs today of about 55 degrees, lows 30 degrees, and we are sitting at a cool 48 degrees right now. Let's take a look at our national weekend forecast. For Saturday, we got a cold front that's moving out of the country right now. It's losing energy, it's dissipating, but we have a lot of moisture following the cold front right now, so places in the south should see a lot of rain. Up in the northeast, we have a low pressure system that is creating a lot of rain, some snow and sleet mixed in up there. So if you're in the New York area, Connecticut area, you might want to bundle up before you head outside. On the east coast, we have a low pressure system sitting right over California there. It's creating a little bit of moisture as well, but we will be watching that over the weekend as the low pressure system moves down towards the Gulf of Mexico and will create a lot of rain down in Texas and Louisiana, as well as we could see some pretty severe weather. As far as the Sunday national forecast goes, a little bit quieter across the country. We have that low pressure system right here that's going to be moving across, so you can see all the moisture that it's going to be creating there. We have this high pressure system that will be drying out the northeast, so it should be pretty nice on Sunday for them. On the west coast, we have very dry conditions for the most part. That low pressure system is moved out. Got a little bit of moisture there in Denver. Like I said, Gunnison, could see a little bit of snow in there, but nothing too crazy for this weekend. As far as the local Saturday forecast goes, Denver is going to be a little bit cloudy for the most part. Highs of 57, low of 34. Lamar could see highs as high as 63 degrees, a low of 36. Alamosa at 51, and Grand Junction will see a high of 56. For Sunday, going to be a little bit cooler, but a little bit sunnier. 53 degrees in Denver with a low of 31. Lamar, we got 60 degrees with a low of 34. Alamosa, 50 degrees. And Grand Junction, we're going to be at 55 degrees. Now for our 5-day forecast, the week's shaping out to be pretty nice. Monday is going to be the coldest out of the week at 55 degrees. Might see a little bit of rain, low of 33. Tuesday starts the warming trend. 64 degrees is going to be the high with a low of 37. Wednesday will be the warmest day of the week, 74 degrees, nice and sunny for you, a low of 42. Thursday, just a little bit cooler, but still nice and pleasant, 72 degrees, a low of 40. Friday, we're going to top out at 69 degrees, a low of 40, so it should be a really nice week up ahead. That's it for the weather. I'm Stephen Call. Stick around. We'll see you after the break.
Moving, we've got you covered. The Housing and Resource Fair is coming to the Auraria campus from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tuesday, April 29th in the Tivoli Turn Hall. Explore housing options in the Denver metro area and get everything squared away. More than 24 representatives will be on hand to discuss properties and resources. You can find more information at metrostudentmedia.com.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
We're
I bring Hollywood a mile high.
Aligning the Hollywood stars over Denver.
I'm here to bring you the latest juicy gossip from the mile high to the streets of Hollywood.
Give your most handsome look to that camera.
Where I'll be bringing you the latest gossip from Tinseltown all the way up to a mile high.
I didn't get any injuries. I was okay. I was a little dancing, these, you know.
Check us out every Friday live at 12:30 p.m. on The Met Report.
Joining us for EntertainMET is Adrianna Fernandez. How was your spring break, Adrianna?
My spring break was so good, Erica, so relaxing. But sadly, spring break is over, and something else also came to an end this week. The beloved hit sitcom How I Met Your Mother finished with its final episode with over 12 million viewers. This shattered the infamous Breaking Bad's record of 10 million viewers, but fell short of AMC's Walking Dead season finale, which had 15 million viewers. CBS's hit comedy had the youngest fan base in the network's history, along with one of the most controversial plot twists to end a series that left some fans feeling a little heated. The show similar reviews to that of The Sopranos and Seinfeld series finales. Audience can say farewell to the other shows this weekend, such as Shameless and House of Lies. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow. With many endings comes new beginnings. If you're in the mood for fresh music this spring and want to check out new live bands, then here are some cool concerts coming to the Mile High City. Want to see Christina Perri in concert? You don't have to wait 1,000 years to see her. Perri will be at the Ogden tonight. Tickets are still available at the door, and doors open at 8, show starts at 9. Looking for something more exciting? Then be sure to get your tickets to Snowball this weekend. The 3-day music festival will be at Sports Authority Field and is sure to be full of excitement. Last but not least, Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa will be hitting the stage together at Red Rocks on April 20th. This show is definitely going to be one you don't want to miss, so get your tickets fast. Let's talk about movies, shall we? The Met Report got a special interview with the producer, director, and assistant director of the new horror film, Oculus. It premieres in theaters April 11th. Check out what they have to say.
Mirrors were very creepy because, you know, kind of everything we think we know about ourselves and our perception of even how we look is based on what we see in the mirror, but it's actually wrong.
The mythology of the mirror combined with the brother-sister dynamic in the movie was really what I thought would make this fresh and different and lend itself to the braided storylines in the picture.
But this mirror isn't just about vanity. It's a host for demons who use their possessed victims to torment and murder those in the house.
Let's make a great movie. If this movie comes out great and a gazillion people love it, I betcha between the three of us we'll figure out a sequel. But now I just hope people love the movie.
As two siblings struggle to solve the mystery after they lost their own parents to the fate of the mirror. Can they solve the puzzle before it's too late and the past is repeated for yet another family?
If I'm really honest, it's kind of far surpassed my hopes for what this story could be back in 2005 when we were making the short. Like it's turned into a much bigger and more exciting thing than I think I ever really imagined.
A haunting, bloody story that intertwines children, the past, the present, deception, reality, and what a mirror truly bestows. Be sure to check it out in theaters April 11th, and you may be finding yourself double-checking your own mirror. I'm Jessie Salazar for the Met Report.
Well, Oculus looks pretty terrifying, but it's definitely a must-see. And speaking of must-sees, we've got 2 super bad flicks you don't want to miss.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? You gotta check it out. I wanna see that.
That's so cool. I can't wait.
We have to go and check that out.
Let's see.
Captain, to build a better world sometimes means tearing the old one down. And that makes enemies. Fast. Strong. Had a metal arm.
What do you get when you mix Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, and Samuel Jackson together into one film? An epic sequel. In this new film, Captain America finds himself battling the Winter Soldier, but not without the help of his new allies, Black Widow and the Falcon. Be sure to see if Captain America can save the world again in Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Frankie, take your filthy hands off me.
Frankie, come on.
Frankie is not here.
Halle Berry finds herself internally lost as she plays a woman suffering from multiple personality disorder. Can she find a way to manage before it's too late? Be sure to see Frankie and Alice this weekend at your local theater. I don't know. What do you guys think about Captain America? I'm excited.
Me too. I got my tickets for Sunday.
Okay. Well, between Captain America and Iron Man, who do you favor?
I can't go wrong with Iron Man. I love him.
I like Captain America.
Oh.
Yeah.
I vote Deadpool.
Well, coming up is sports.
On that long and do it all again so I can find my way back home.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted. Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
Now joining us for Met Report Sports is Kevin Hall. Kevin, could the men's team bring home the trophy this year?
We'll get to that in just a second. Evansville, Indiana, the third largest city in Indiana, home of the men's basketball Division II Elite Eight. Metro making it this far for the third straight time, but a Cinderella story stood in their way. The 8 seed, Tuskegee. They beat a number 1 seed, a number 3 seed, and a number 4 seed. But Cinderella magic can't last forever. This game was over right from the beginning. The Aussies rocking and rolling. First, McCarron drives in, gets the bucket and the foul. Then Nick Kay, good night, nurse. But the story of the half, Harrison Goodrick. His career high was 15 points. He had 10 in the first frame. He would end up finishing with 17 points. Metro up 42-28 through 1. Second half, and Metro, they found their rhythm from beyond the arc. 1 of 7 in the first half, 7 of 9 in the second half. Oh man, but they weren't done there. McCarron, swing to Goodrick, the jam. Let's see that one again. Defender had no idea what was going on. And then of course, Jordan Hunter, he's gonna get the pass. Spinorama, Metro reaches the century mark for only the second time since 2008, 106-87.
I think our guys were really, hyped up to play the game. I mean, they're excited to be in this tournament, and they played with a sense of purpose in the first half. We made some shots and loosened the game up a little bit.
Metro trying to reach the championship game for the second year in a row, but Central Missouri stood in their way. Metro only led once in the first half. Dylan Deck led the way with 12 first half points. Metro, while they couldn't reach that lead, they still kept pace. The National Player of the Year, Brandon Jefferson, from deep. And then, of course, he drives in for the swish. Metro ended up going into the half down 42-34. Late second half, and here come the Roadrunners. Mitch McCarron drives in for the layup, and Metro has this game within 2. Then coming back, maybe the play of the game. Jefferson misses, but there's Jamal McClurkin for the putback. It's 65-65. To the final seconds, tied up at 69. The Mules, they drive down the court, and they get the layup to go in. Now, last chance for Metro, 1 second left. Sam Porter, the long ball to McCarron, turn around, and it just misses off the front of the iron. Metro season ends in heartbreaking fashion, 71-69.
We just drew up a play, and we were trying to distract up front and just throw it long, and you've got to not give up and always get a shot at the rim.
It was an unbelievable pass by Sammy, by the way. I don't think you could have had a better pass. And, we really haven't ran that play at all. But, the pass was incredible. And, again, there's 1 second on the clock. We always think we got life when the time's, still on the clock.
So close. Well, Metro's season does come to an end, and with it, they lose 3 seniors, Jamal McClurkin, Raul Delgado, and, of course, the conference, the regional, and the National Player of the Year, Brandon Jefferson. All the best of them in the future. And as it stood heading into last weekend, Metro softball was 3rd in the conference, levels above where this team was last year, and now trying to get some home playoff advantage. Every game counts just a little bit more. Cassidy Smith throwing from the hill today for the Roadrunners, going for win number 7 against the Grizzlies. Top of the second, 2-0 Adams when the former Roadrunner Brittany Padilla goes yard to go up 3-0. Bottom of the third, 3-1 Adams. Here's Mary Towner. She rips the ball down the left field line, scoring 2 for her squad. The 5th inning, however, was Metro's inning. Tied up at 5 apiece, and Kaylin Harmon jacks this one over the right field wall, puts Metro up 7-5. Then Chelsea Brew gets on the action. Another 2-run bomb for the home team, and that would be her final score, 9-5 in favor of Metro.
Well, today I was struggling a little bit, but I had so much support, and they all said I was going to hit a good hit, and it happened. So having our offense on today, one after another, is really great.
Softball went 3-1 against the Grizzlies and still stand at 3rd place, with UC Colorado Springs and CSU Pueblo taking the 1 and 2 spot. Next up is a trip to Las Vegas, the boring one in New Mexico, for 2-game series against UCCS and New Mexico Highlands. And while the pros are just getting started, the Roadrunners are in full swing. A month remains of the baseball season that's found Metro at the bottom of the rankings. This game, however, Metro would emerge victorious over the Rangers of Regis University. Nick Hammett was on the mound for Metro State and fanned 5 in 7 innings of work for his 2nd win of the season. Gavin Purvis provided some offense, going 4 of 5 with 4 RBIs. Metro scored 5 runs in the 9th inning to secure their 6th win of the season. And the rest of the weekend, Metro went 1-2 to bring their overall record to 7-16 with a 5-13 conference record. Colorado Christian is up next against Metro with a 4-game series this weekend at Auraria Field.
It's such a shame to see the basketball team lose in such a crazy fashion, but they did a heck of a job this season.
Well, and Mitch McCarron, he said it best. We've been to the Elite Eight, we've been to the Final Four and lost, been to the National Championship and lost. Only thing left to do, win that national title.
That's right.
It's gonna happen, for sure.
Well, that does it for this week's show. Don't forget to visit us at themetreport.org or on our YouTube channel.
For Erica Lloyd, Stephen Call, Adrianna Fernandez, Kevin Hall, and the entire Met Report staff, I'm Erik Gallion. Thanks for watching. See you next time.